Don't do that. Don't do that. You have to understand you're coming to a different country. But I also don't know what y'all don't know. Me and my husband, bougie.
I'm looking for somebody I can call. Looking for the only one I can get my own. Tell me that it's true.
Welcome back to another episode of Information straight from Bangkok. My name is Angel Larkin, one half of the Larkins. Make sure that you like this video. The process of finding a place in Bangkok. I've gotten many DMs, I've gotten many PMs, I've gotten many comments. People just don't know how to find a place, look for a place, where to look, where to start. So today we're going to cover different websites you can use, expectations when you're looking for a place, areas in Bangkok, which I'm a little bit biased because they're going to be my favorite areas, getting around, things to be close to, all of that. Make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button for your girl. Let's get straight into it. I see a lot of people that go to different countries. Although I think it's a really good idea for you to put boots on the ground, go everywhere, figure out exactly where you want to be, get a realtor, especially here in Bangkok. The reason why I say that is because you're going to be looking. 3, 4, 5 weeks gonna pass by and you still paying Airbnb or hotel fees. When you could be paying so much less if you're looking to rent. Here in Bangkok, if you didn't know, most of them are privately owned. That's gonna be the most common thing here, especially for the high-rise condos. Had I not had a realtor, it would take me literally weeks to look at all the condos in the area that I'm choosing or the area that I want to look in. There's going to be hidden gems. There's going to be this one condo that might be for you that you miss because you're just going and doing it by yourself. That's the reason why you want to have a realtor. So you don't have to worry about paying anybody to help you with these services. These are free services for you. Why wouldn't you use it? Had we not had our realtor, we wouldn't have known about this particular duplex upstairs, downstairs vibe that we have going on. Our realtor in that same day showed us maybe about 6 condos in the same building. Hey, we got this one though. It's a little bit out of your price range, or it's a little bit under your price range. Just it has an extra bedroom. It has this, it has that, it has that. They know all the perks that come with it. So why not go that route? I've seen so many people say they haven't found a place yet. They're still looking. They're not satisfied. They're overwhelmed because you're doing all the work. Now, there are many different sites that you can find a realtor on. There's Fazwaz, Facebook Marketplace, Rental Hub. We use Fazwaz. We would use Google Maps, and walk the streets and figure out what's over here, what's over here. We'll compare that with somebody, on YouTube that's in the area. And I think that's the piece that people miss. They don't know how to connect the two. So go on there, look at condos, figure out exactly the area that you want to live in. Mind you, they're privately owned, so it might be the same floor plan, but the furniture may be different. Wallpaper that you like, or the bathroom is kept like you like, or something like that. So it's not all about the particular floor plan. It's about how the owner makes it feel for you. Pick the area that you want to live in first. Search for condos in that area, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be thousands of condos that pop up, hundreds of condos that pop up, and then go from there. These condos go fast. They here one day, and the next day they gone. And if you fall in love with something, you're going to have to act quick because it's not going to be there. Whether it's, hey, I'll be there next week, I'll be there in 3 months, I'll be there in 6 months, I love your place, let's lock it in. I feel like anywhere that you live in Bangkok will be a good, it's certain factors. If you have pets or children, you definitely want to take in consideration when you're looking for the first part, which would be the area that you want to stay in, should be definitely number one. That's kind of what we do. When you go on Fazwaz, they'll have a realtor contact you. All you have to do is put your WhatsApp information in there. That realtor will take you through the entire process. Or look on Facebook, reach out to some people who's already here. If they've had a good experience with their realtor, ask them for their realtor's information. Did they find what you were looking for? Can you share their contact information with me? The realtor will be ecstatic that they're getting more business, and we feel like we're helping and providing, you know what I mean? Now, when you're searching for the condos, you actually want to have a realistic budget. People say that it's cheap to live in Bangkok. It's so much cheaper. It is cheaper, but it's only if you, depending on how you live. Me and my husband, we a little, you know what I'm saying, bougie. So like we're not paying $400-$300 for the condo. We want to live the same standard of life that we lived back in the US. There's no reason for us to come here and get something super small or super. We want to be comfortable while we're here, because especially if you're moving your family all the way across the world, the first thing you want is comfortability, because that's what's going to run you home fast if you feel like you're uncomfortable in your own space. Now, there are people online saying, hey, you can get these apartments for $400 or $500, and they are here. And sometimes they are really nice, but it just depends on you and what you and your family prefer as far as comfortability in your own space. Another thing, when you do find a condo, you can negotiate your rent. Not only can you negotiate your rent, you can negotiate what's included in your condo. Let me give you some examples from people that I've heard from. Now, what we've done, we've negotiated just the rent price. But I know of a friend who negotiated a cleaning lady. So she has a maid that comes weekly. I know somebody who negotiated a all-in-one washer and dryer combo versus just having the washing machine, a new sofa, like just can you put some new furniture in here? Like, you know, if I'm gonna pay this price, I need some new furniture. The furniture looks old, blah, 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 whatever. A bigger TV. If a condo's $40,000 and I want it to be at $35,000 because that's the budget I set for myself, I'm gonna ask him, okay, well, can we go to $32,000? No, we can do 37. Like, well, can we meet at 35? Obviously, you want to be respectful of people's places and their money, because this is how they make their money. You want to be respectful of that, so you don't want to disrespect them by going like 40. Like, can you get it to me for 22? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Also, things that you have to consider when you're budgeting. Usually the water bill we pay every 3 months because it's such a small fee. It might be like $2 or $3 a month, so it's paid every 3 months. I think our Wi-Fi might be like $18. The Wi-Fi works perfectly, it works fine. Also, if you are just coming to Bangkok because you want to see how it goes, they do have different lease options. You can do month to month in some cases. You can do a 3-month, 6-month, 12-month lease. When you do a 12-month lease, that's when you kind of can negotiate 6 months, 3 months. There's not a lot of negotiation that can happen. I would say still try it, but it's not going to be like a super difference between what you pay. Generally, just pay a little bit more when it's a short-term lease. Somebody can be living in the same condo that we're living in, same owner, same everything. And if we pay 40,000 baht for our condo, for a 12-month lease, they might be paying 47,000 baht for a 3-month lease. Yes, they do have different options as far as the length of the contract, but you will be paying more. Obviously, the longer you stay, the less you pay. So let's talk about the expectations of the culture and the living arrangements here in Bangkok. I noticed too on different groups and different people talking that's trying to search for places over here that I'm not finding a place. I'm not finding what I like. You have to understand you're coming to a different country. It's not going to be like your 3-4 bedroom house or your friend's house or your 2-bedroom 2-bath high-rise condo downtown Atlanta. It's not going to be like that. It's definitely going to be smaller. The kitchens are going to be smaller. The cooking space is going to be a little bit more compact. Understand that the culture in different countries and how they live is very different, because you will make yourself miserable trying to compare everything to how it was in the United States. This is their own country. This is how they do things, and sometimes you just have to adjust. Now, there are some things that I just can't go without. Come here and not satisfied with anything because it does not like what you're used to. That mindset will get you ran up out of here fast, because you're not going to be able to exist. You're not going to be able to be comfortable. So just keep that in mind. Another thing, most condos come furnished here. I do have a friend that lives here and the furniture was a little bit outdated, so she negotiated her rent and telling them that, okay, I'm gonna buy a new couch. You know, can we negotiate the rent price now? But y'all don't come over here talking about these people's stuff or not really understanding the culture. Like, why would you leave America just to come over here and try to live American in another country? Make it make sense. Now let's talk about areas in Bangkok. Disclaimer, these are the areas that I either know about, heard about, like myself, live in, or have friends that live there. Do not get in my comment section talking about, oh, you missed this, you missed that. Oh, don't tell people. This is my opinion. This is my page, my opinion. We have Ekamai. It's beautiful, quiet, quaint. It's cute. Ekamai is one of those areas where you can walk. You're not gonna find like a lot of street markets. Yes, they have food vendors, street vendors out there, but that's not the area for that. Just make a comment at the bottom, I'll let you know. But there's one condo that's really, really nice condo that allows you to have pets, whether it's cats, dogs, reptiles, snakes, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever they allow. There are at least 3-4 people that I particularly know that have pets that love that building. Another area, which is like right next to Ekamai, is Tunglo. Tunglo is my favorite area. Like, me and my husband, we always describe Tunglo like the Beverly Hills of Bangkok. Now, that might be somewhere else where it might be like the Beverly Hills of Bangkok. I ain't visited, we ain't been there yet. We just talk about what we know. So between the places that we know, like Tunglo is like the Beverly Hills of Bangkok. Like, you can walk, there's a lot of clubs everywhere, restaurants, hotels. Make sure you check out Tunglo. Asok, another good area, is centrally located. But Asok, a lot of people I know live at Asok Ramanine. There's a lot of markets there, walking, groceries, malls, and they really, really like the area. But there are going to be some expats mixed with locals, working people, business working people. Onut is a little bit, I guess, south of the central location, and you will find more locals in Onut. Cost-effective condos that are really nice, those $500, $600, $700 condos. So if that's something that you're looking for, Onut would be the place for you. The Sukhumvit area, the Watana area, if somebody were coming here to live, where I would kind of tell them to look, which includes all of those areas that I just described. Do your research. Don't get on here asking me a bunch of questions you ain't did your research. Now go on Google Maps and see what resonates with you. That's it. All right, now let's talk about getting around. There's public transportation. So there's a train line called the BTS. The train line that's gonna run you straight through Bangkok. There's another line called the MRT. The BTS has many different lines. It goes all the way to the airport, all the way through the city, and some. When you come, make sure if you wanna get a BTS card, if you're gonna be here for a while, and just load your card with cash, just scan your card to keep going. Make sure that you go to the BTS station with your passport and cash. You have to have cash, and get your BTS card. There's also Grab. Grab is another form of transportation. Grab and Uber are just the same. Just like you have Uber Eats, you have Grab Eats. Just like you have Uber package delivery. You know how you can deliver something like in an Uber car? They just started that like about 4 years ago. You could do that with Grab. So if you need to send your friend left their key card at your place, you can actually just send it in a Grab. If you wanna, you wanna send your friends some food, you can actually just send it in a Grab. Like, it's really convenient. There's food, there's grocery shopping, so you can grocery shop on there and get it delivered to your door or to your condo building, not the door. You can also catch a Grab bike. Now, if you've been paying attention to our videos and watching us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you know we do bikes. Traffic here is a mess. It's a beautiful, chaotic mess, but that it's just something I don't prefer to sit in for a long period of time. So if we're going, a short distance, maybe 15, 20 minutes or less, we're catching a Grab bike. If we're going further than that, then most of the time we're gonna be in a car because we don't wanna be on the back of a bike, all that exhaust and stuff. for a long period of time. If I'm dressed, if I got heels on, if my hair is like a certain way, and whether it's a short distance or long distance, we're taking a car. Especially at night, like after the club and stuff like that, we usually either do a tuk-tuk or we do a car, because we've been drinking, we don't want to be on the back of a bike, we want to be responsible. So make sure that you download Grab. Grab's going to be your best friend. When you come in from the airport, already have it downloaded, so you can go ahead and call your Grab when you get to the airport, because Grab is a set price, just like Uber. You put your location where you are, and you put your location where you're going. They give you a price, you accept it, that's it. But I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any other questions, y'all, I'm trying to give you as much information as possible, but I also don't know what y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? So what we covered was, you know, how to look for a condo, what your expectations should be, how to select your realtor, how to negotiate some of your, you know, some things in your rental cost, areas in Bangkok, and getting around in different areas. So if you have any additional questions, make sure that you comment, make sure that you like this video and support our page, y'all, because that's how I'm able to be over here and provide y'all the information on getting over here with us. Also, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Angel Eyes, and Ty the Guy TTG. Follow Bangkok Cool Kids on all platforms. Bye.